Hey guys, welcome to News Dump.
Yeah, this week marks the end to yet another digital era, proving once again that high-level executives have no idea what they're doing, especially on a platform that attempts to appear as though it's open to anyone with a camera phone or some editing software. YouTube Red, which was somewhat recently rebranded as YouTube Premium, will be seeing some major changes in the near future, and we're not quite sure what will be left of it when all the dust settles. And you know what? This is all their fault.
Yeah, the whole story surrounding this shift from YouTube is based entirely on the success, or lack thereof, regarding their YouTube Originals program, which that whole thing was created as a way to produce big budget content using a mix of the platform's biggest stars alongside actors and creators from more traditional media. Now, earlier this week, The Hollywood Reporter posted an exclusive article outlining the major changes to YouTube Premium that will be taking place, with pretty much zero mention of whether or not the service would survive as a way to pay a fee to view any video ad-free, which, yeah.
That's the only feature I use it for.
And we'll get to that part, but here's what the company is currently at with this whole thing based on recent reporting. YouTube is, quote, expected to scale back its scripted output beginning in 2020. And they say that this move comes as executives, quote, plan to double down on YouTube's ad-supported business by making all future originals free to its 2 billion users, regardless of whether they pay $12 each month for subscription services to YouTube Premium. They add that, quote, soon there won't be a distinction between programming that is available with ads or without. Which, okay, you could interpret as a goal to continue some sort of ad-free subscription model, but the whole thing, obviously a bit worrisome for channels who do enjoy some percentage of income from users who pay for the ad-free experience.
Yeah, I looked at the analytics today. It's without YouTube Red and thankfully the new memberships and super chats, we would be fucked.
Yes.
So anyway, we're bringing this specific point up because, yeah, for us, and what we can assume would be many of you, we both actually signed up for and remain members of YouTube Red / Premium, not because we get to watch a movie starring Logan fucking Paul or anything else that they're offering from their slate of originals, though there are a few decent ones. The Vsauce show's good. Do you want to see a dead body show from Rob Hubel? Pretty funny. The main reason we have it is because we want to have the ability to watch YouTube without the ads while still having the peace of mind knowing that money from our subscription fee is making its way to the content creators that we actually enjoy watching. That's what makes this news so scary and kind of baffling. If YouTube completely kneecaps this service, will the ad-free viewing actually remain? Will there be a discounted price for ad-free viewing since all users would now have access to the premium offerings? What will be the incentive for users to continue paying the same price even though they're technically getting less, regardless of whether or not they were utilizing some of the premium features? I'll tell you what's gonna fucking happen if they get rid of the basically, let's go back in time. Back in the day, you could put on ad block and not see any ads.
Yeah.
And you might feel a little bit guilty, but hey, we all hate ads. And then YouTube was like, hey, you know what? You want to not watch ads and also feel like you're not ripping off the people you like watching? Well, now you can fucking do that. And they're going to take that away. And I'm going to guess that a lot of people are going to turn their ad blocker back on.
Yeah, well, so that's the thing. This is what I was bringing up earlier before we started filming was I would be very, very interested to see, and we'll never see this, but I would be very interested to see the analytics behind this where, you know, YouTube was spending hundreds of millions of dollars to produce this original programming that apparently nobody was watching. I would love to see the analytics of how many people actually purchased YouTube Red or YouTube Premium, like in the sense that we did, where we just got it to watch videos without ads while not feeling guilty about taking money away from creators. And I think that it would be not so shocking to find that a majority of people actually used it for that reason. Meanwhile, YouTube was spending hundreds of millions of dollars on original programming that no one was watching. So it's a bummer. But I guess our position on this news is that, I mean, hey, great, YouTube can make some premium originals and everyone can watch them, but we would still like to see some form of subscription model for the site that allows users to watch content ad-free while still providing creators with some form of monetization. Is that so much to ask?
Please.
You know what a great feature would be? Is if you were a member of a channel, you wouldn't see ads for that channel. And I thought originally that's how it would work.
Yeah, right now it's kind of, it's great that people are willing to do it. But
you get some cool perks, but
yeah, it would be nice if
that was the case.
Yeah, I mean, I would gladly take membership income over ad income because as any YouTuber will tell you, the ad income
is bad.
Bad. It's
Now,
not great.
Again, if you're confused by what we're saying now, you can now join our channel, which is the term they use. There's a join button if you're watching on like Android or desktop. I don't know about iOS. There's a join button below the video. You can become a paid member of the channel, which you're going to get a badge that shows up next to your name in all comments. So if you see people with the metal hands cursor, that's people who have become members, and the colors on those will change the longer that you stay a member. You also get a bunch of emotes to use whenever we're live streaming in the chat. There's a gritty emote, there's a Tugs Boy emote, there's some fun stuff. But now that with all that out of the way and with us worried going into the holiday break, let's move on to some other news, starting with...
If one of your favorite pastimes was clearing out some room at the local Starbucks coffee shop, opening up your laptop, pulling out your phone, or plugging in your entire PC rig, and just making yourself at home, then and then logging onto their free Wi-Fi so that you can browse some little porn-rooney.
Yeah.
Well, we regret to inform you that the dorks and narcs and prudes over at Starbucks corporate, they're putting an end to your public porn browsing habits once and for all. Put that dick away, sir. While your opinion as to whether or not someone should be free to watch whatever they want on their phones or laptops while connected to the free Wi-Fi that companies choose to provide may vary, depending on how horny you are. This has actually been in the works for a while, as Starbucks had previously stated back in 2016 that it was planning on banning porn for its browsing patrons. Why did it take 2 years?
Got to build the tech. McDonald's and Chick-fil-A and Subway did it immediately.
Yeah.
And this all came down from pressure from parents and advocacy groups.
I would have assumed that this was already a thing.
Yeah.
But I'm not the type of person to go over to Starbucks and be like, hey, let's check if I can get some good old porn while I'm here in
Man,
line.
that bathroom door's been locked for a while. He's either shooting heroin or jerking off.
Either way, we're going to have to clean that up.
Or not, because it's always a mess. Now, in statements to various outlets, representatives from Starbucks stated the following about the imminent porno ban. We have identified a solution to prevent this content from being viewed within our stores, and we will begin introducing it to our U.S. locations in 2019.
Why is this so complicated?
It's not. It's just that they dragged their feet.
What?
They know that coffee makes people horny as fuck.
Guys, if we lose
the horny ground.
If we lose our jack-off customers, our bottom line is wrecked.
Yeah.
Look,
You're going to need
we
more
might
energy.
not like it. You might not like the crusty couch. But if we lose these people, if we lose our loyal, porn-browsing, coffee-drinking customer base,
Yeah.
we're going to go the way of Pete's Coffee or the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf.
Now, this move follows in the footsteps, like I said, of other businesses like McDonald's and Subway, who have already apparently implemented filters that ban certain websites from being accessed on their public Wi-Fi networks.
This is after that guy fucked the McChicken. McDonald's is like, flip the switch.
Yeah. We just needed one thing to tell us to flip the switch, and that was it. Also, Jared.
Yeah.
So technically, it was only a matter of time, and you could definitely bet that more businesses will be following this lead.
What about my free speech?
My free ability. I thought this was America. Meanwhile, the rest of the world, do whatever you want. Starbucks is like U.S. locations only. Hey, everybody else,
Yeah.
do whatever you want.
Land of the free. In response to the Starbucks ban, though, the adult video website YouPorn almost immediately released a statement of their own. They never miss an opportunity to get themselves in the news. This statement was aimed at their employees. It states the following. Dear YouPorn team, in light of the news that Starbucks has blocked customers from searching and viewing adult content within their establishments, Starbucks products will officially be banned from the YouPorn offices, effective January 1st, 2019.
Yeah.
See, this is exactly what Starbucks was afraid of. It's all coming true.
Yeah.
Obviously, yes, this is just marketing for the YouPorn website, and we doubt there will be an actual Starbucks ban in effect for their employees.
Oh, we thought we were just joking. Really? We can't bring our Starbucks in? No.
Did I stutter? In their statement, though, they do point out some specific wording. In all the articles we read, this Wi-Fi ban was clearly aimed at pornography, but the extent of the filtering is not known. If it's going to filter out adult content, what does that mean for other websites that could potentially get caught up in these filters? Reddit features a ton of what people would consider adult content.
Some of the best on the web.
And so do many other sites. Will these sites also get caught up in the Starbucks filter?
What do you mean I can't browse 4chan? No, it's
4chan has some absolutely...
yeah, it's going to be a pretty
despicable
wide-casted
content,
net. Yeah, but so, yeah, I don't know. I know that's the thing is I can't even like comment on this because I'm not one of those people that has ever sat in a Starbucks and like.
I mean, it's a fucking coffee shop.
Yeah.
They don't have to provide Wi-Fi at all.
Yeah, but yeah, I can't imagine someone sitting there jerking off with a
They
laptop.
do the sweatpants technique.
Yeah.
They're just,
Oh, you just rub it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Are you jacking off over there?
Nope.
Nope.
Not me. Also, I'm gonna buy another coffee so that you shut up. Now give me the bathroom code. Anyways, moving on to other entertainment news that's not pornography related. MoviePass has been dead for a long time now. Barely trickles out into the news every once in a while, just, examples of the company trying to save itself. But during its downfall, other companies trying to capture up some of that MoviePass magic, they swooped in and became the better alternatives.
Like vultures.
AMC A-List is obviously the most notable, and we already have recently reported that their prices would be raised across various markets. But all along, sitting on the sidelines, was a company called Sinemia, or Sinemia. Sinemia offered basically the same service as MoviePass, but with some other enhanced perks for higher prices. To some, this seemed a bit safer as, as a consumer, you would assume that the higher price would make it easier to see the movies that you actually want to see without worrying about blackouts or a constantly changing of their terms of service, whatever. Sinemia, they were doing fine for a while, running a bit under the radar compared to MoviePass and A-List, but now their customers are upset too.
Oh, jeez.
And this time, it's because the company has been attaching fees to the movies that you see, which kind of defeats the purpose of a set it and forget it model that you don't constantly have to check up on. Back in October, Sinemia, they started adding a processing fee of $1.80. That thing would be added to your bill every time you saw a movie. So for instance, if you were paying their, the $30 price tag for one of the top tier plans where you could see a movie every day of the month, you could actually end up paying $85 a month for the service if you utilized it to its full effect.
I mean, that's still...
Yes.
Yeah, that's a hell of a lot of movies. And, when you break down all those services to the point of something that you'd actually use even with the fees attached, it's still an okay deal. As long as you actually use it. But customers are describing the processing fee as a blatant bait and switch, since they claim marketing indicated that they would be receiving a canvas bag and not a nylon bag. Wait, that's the wrong story.
Yeah.
They think it's a bait and switch because the marketing material listed the amount that you would pay per month and the amount of movies that you could see based on what you'd be paying. That is no longer the case.
No.
So yeah, it would suck to get a higher bill than you had originally anticipated based on that marketing. And now there is a class action lawsuit being filed against Sinemia because of this fee.
Don't worry though, because Sinemia, they've got a plan. A foolproof plan.
All right.
They're bringing it back. You know it. You love it. The Sinemia debit card.
What?
Yeah. They're bringing their debit card back for some reason. Apparently, at some point, Sinemia introduced a debit card for its customers that they could use to buy tickets. And when those cards were discontinued, it forced customers to book tickets in advance online. And that's when the fees started rolling in. So it's confusing. But their idea is to launch a new debit card for the customers to use so they can avoid the fees. And we're just sitting here like, who the fuck wants to use a debit card from a movie subscription service? Also, they charge you $14.99 to buy the debit card at the beginning.
There's a lot of math involved
Yeah.
here.
Who wants to use a debit card from anything aside from your bank or credit union at all? I mean, we understand that sometimes it makes sense to get a credit card from a place you shop at that offers discounts or one that gives you like travel miles or something as long as you pay your bills on time so you don't let the interest negate anything you actually earn. But this just seems kind of stupid. Is Sinemia the new MoviePass? It's kind of looking like yes, but for all the wrong reasons. Yeah. Anyways, outside of that, the reviews for Aquaman are surprisingly positive.
We'll see. These days, people, especially when the bar is so low, they get excited about things, and then when you go to the theater and actually see something, you're like, okay, maybe they were exaggerating. But hey, if it's great, good.
The fact that it's getting positive reviews from, I follow a lot of people in the movie press circuits that have not liked anything DC has done at all, and they're saying nice things, so it gives me a little bit of hope. More hope than I had previously had. I still think it's a weird movie, but apparently it embraces the weird, and the Spideyverse reactions are obviously very, very
that
good.
one I could have guessed.
Yeah, we were very excited for that anyway.
People are saying it's like one of the best Spider-Man movies ever made.
But are people talking about Bumblebee? What's happening with Bumblebee, Elliot?
I guess we'll find out.
Or won't we? Will they put a gag order on all those reviews?
Bumblebee. Hey, what do you need to watch this week? Well, the latest episode of Internet Comment Etiquette from our pal Eric, Carl Sagan Salvia, in his latest episode, he tackles the big money space race. Check out the link below in the description to watch
it's not trailers. We're just going to tell you what to watch
just
instead.
go watch Eric's new video. You probably have already, but watch it.
Yeah, and subscribe to his channel if you're not already.
Yeah.
And we'll see you soon for Weekly Weird News. We have 2 episodes over here you need to watch. There's one where we cover all the Fallout 76 drama that is happening right now. Bethesda not being a very good company.
Todd.
It's becoming very hard for me to defend them. And also a brand new episode of Tech News Day. Check those out. We'll see you for Weekly Weird News soon. See you later. Bye.
Bye-bye.